Alright, so kita akan sambung dengan Pomp and Strain Circumstances. Oh. Alright. Mana kita nak pergi? Dekat di sini. By the way, kita equip dulu kita punya barang-barang. Silap chest armor. Okay, itu kita akan pakai kemudian. Glove. Weapon kita. Okay. Talk to him.
I agree completely.
Oh, it's the swordsman. Good to see.
Need to ask you something.
Yet again? Go on then. I'm a proponent of free speech and I will gladly tell.
Guess they could use a spit and polish.
Then I shall take advantage as well. A friend of mine used to say boots should be as clean as the soles that wear them.
Clean boots, clean souls.
How's business?
Well enough. I can't complain. Though it'd be even better.
Man in the frock coat.
Why, of course. I'm young.
If you're about to tell me this information will cost me... How'd you get those letters?
Beggars brought them.
Why didn't you tell...
You didn't ask about beggar.
Okay.
Beggars.
Why, 4. 1 for each letter.
Just 4? Sure you didn't get a 5th?
I can't count, you know.
Remember anything else?
What? Come now. It was Oh, I know.
Kid, my patience is starting to...
Okay.
Where'd they get the letters?
I don't know.
Geralt, allow me to ask a question. But you must focus now and tell us all.
Well, at the shelter most.
Where's that?
Everyone knows. It's just...
Thanks, kid. For your...
Okay.
You must visit the shelter. Look around inside.
Oh, dekat sini je.
Do you like it?
You've to move your little camp elsewhere. Got it? This is a decent district. We need no filth folk. You? What do you want?
To talk.
Here, that's a waste of breath. Gentlemen, calm, please. Either get out along with these flea-ridden...
Scram! Decent folk live here.
The shelter. Them living...
Look, Ballard.
Damn nuisance. We've out...
Decent folk you mention. Mean you're...
Why?
Hell yes.
Hear that, Artois?
We should step aside, good fellow. My friend is perfectly capable of settling this unfortunate dispute on his own.
Tumbuk ke pedang? Belakang.
Come on, come closer.
Hey.
All right. I can take a hint. I thank you so much for your aid.
What did they want from you?
They are neighbors. I do not oppose going elsewhere.
Okay.
What is this place?
You could call it that.
You help them.
Because they need it.
Need some information. Looking for a man who...
The boot black. A feisty lad.
Any of your,
Forgive me. Those I... You can question them yourself.
Sure all your...
They're not obliged to come, of course.
Thanks.
Okay. So,
My dears, I've a matter to address before I serve.
Recently, 4 of you delivered sealed
Does anyone know what's the gen...
Why should I squeal? We were...
You can tell me, Romain. You were given a...
I got one too.
I still have mine. I'm to deliver it to...
It's a matter of importance to the duchy.
But I was to deliver it personally.
You ought to heed folk who are kind and honest.
All right. Take it. I didn't want...
okay.
Damn it.
What is it? Another name, truly?
See for yourself.
Well, well. This time you will see to our Duchessa.
Judging by this, Detloff was lit.
Yet first you must snap her...
Puzzle complete.
Alas, the matter's ceased to be a tantalizing brain tease and has turned incredibly...
Duchess was to be Detloff's last victim.
Indeed, the logical...
4 seemingly random victims to start. The Virgin obscured the victim's links to Sienna, even as she had those she'd...
Had she managed to fulfill her plan, none would have questioned the reasons. Most would have thought Anna Henrietta had died. She was known to show a hard heart on many occasions.
Why would Sienna murder her own sister?
Yes, yes, and yes. All seem...
Okay.
Actually, love to learn.
praiseworthy, I suppose.
Seems a bit strong.
She used my friend as her tool for killing. Some philosophers think... I believe you mentioned the Duchess keeps Sienna...
Courtiers were insisting on a harsher punishment. Much harsher. One way or another, she's locked away in a secluded wing.
Okay.
So, meet up once it's over? Assuming you'd rather not see Sienna again.
You assume correctly. I shall await you at Mère Lachaise.
Okay. So kita akan pergi cakap dengan Sienna. Okay, Sienna ada plot untuk bunuh kakak dia. Jadi kita tak nak benda ni terjadi. It's depend dengan apa pilihan kita buat masa dekat dalam La La Land tadi. Aha, above. Okay, ada pilihan bijak. Kita save dulu. Let's go. Right. No. Oh, atas lagi. Sini kot.
Halt!
Need to see Sienna, urgently.
In the matter of?
Want to talk to her. It's important.
Want to talk? Go see your granite.
Found some information important to her case. Need an explanation, urgently.
Ah, fine then. You're that witcher who solved the murders, no?
Promise to be brief.
Okay.
The Witcher will speak with the inmate. You can take a momentary break.
As long as it's truly but a moment. Highly irregular, this.
Have you come to see how I fare? I'm fine, thank you. Artorius' ribbon worked wonders. It's a shame they took it from me.
I know who the 5th victim was supposed to be.
Goodness, you're simply a compulsive snoop. I'm in prison. Deadloff is dead. Could you not just drop it?
Sienna, stop pretending you couldn't care less. I know it's an act, and it's really starting to wear. Why do you want to kill her?
For such an accomplished investigator to ask about the obvious? Come now, Geralt. Why do you think?
Okay.
Because she turned her back on you, then banished all memory of you?
Bravo, Geralt. Yet another riddle solved, and your sick curiosity sated. Well, what now? Off to share your discovery with Anna Henrietta. Oh, she's no longer in danger, true. But she very well might add a little something to your reward.
Definitely gonna tell her. Not necessarily for the coin, though.
Then why do it at all?
She ought to know. If only 'cause you'll probably try to kill her again if she ever lets you out.
I probably will.
Okay.
Perhaps, just for a second, you could stop dwelling on all the wrongs folk have done you and forgive her.
Why should I?
For old time's sake. You loved each other once.
Please. I don't know who fed you that rubbish, but...
Read your governess's diary. You played together, were inseparable. Henriette'd get you into trouble sometimes, sure. But there were also times she stood up for you. When you had nightmares, only she could calm you. Time eats away at memories, distorts them. Sometimes we only remember the good. Sometimes only the bad.
If she loved me so, why did she wash her hands off me? Forget me, hmm?
Okay.
Sienna, you were exiled when she was how old? 12? 13? She was a child. What was she supposed to do? Rebel? Organize a coup? Steal your father's seal and forge a pardon? She was powerless. Wiped you from her memory not because she didn't care, but because your departure was traumatic for her. She forgot because that was the only way she could handle the pain.
Ugh. You meant what you said in the Land of a Thousand Fables. You really want a happy ending to this story, don't you? Ah, with all of us living happily ever after. Go, Witcher, or they'll give your medal to another. And that would be a shame.
Farewell, Sienna.
Okay, kita bagi a moment of time for her to think about what she have done.
Commander de la Tour would like to see you. Shall we go at once?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. Want to see him too. Damien.
Geralt, it's about time. Ready for the ceremony?
Okay. So yang ini. Okay, so di sini ada pilihan nak pilih bagi tahu ke ataupun tak. So the best thing kita bagi tahu lah. Okay.
got some important information. Anna Henrietta was supposed to be Detloff and Sienna's 5th victim.
You are certain of this?
Completely. Found proof.
Inconceivable. How could she? The murders, the mayhem she brought. I must alert my men. Enlarge the Duchess's honor guard. I thank you, Witcher, for alerting me. Very well. Let us get things underway. Don your ceremonial attire. Then you'll...
Okay. Oh, tukar lah. Kasut apa ni?
In the guild's name, I beg...
You lost them all in the fire. These are horrible tidings. Oh, we are most dreadfully saddened.
Yes, your enlightened highness.
I shall dispatch a palace guardsman to examine the site of the blaze.
Thank you. Your Grace, Geralt of Rivia has arrived.
My dear subjects, we come now to our next point of business. Of all the duties which fall upon... For now, we shall award the Order of Vitis Vinifera, Tucson's highest honor.
Geralt of Rivia, Slayer of the Beast of Beauclair, step forth.
Apa tu?
We bestow the distinction upon the Witcher, who saved Beauclair from the terrible beast. In more familiar terms now, I thank you immensely, Geralt. Damien has your reward for you. After all, it was but a contract.
Thank you.
Oh,
I have a
5,000
small surprise
pound.
for you, in addition. I give you more than a dozen barrels of Son Real, a wine normally reserved for the ducal table. The gustatory experience of a lifetime awaits. Are you content?
Okay. So kita tahu dia.
I am, and truly grateful, Your Grace. Sadly, it's Sienna. She plotted to have you killed, Duchess. Planned to use Detloff. You were to be the beast's 5th victim.
This cannot be true. You're mistaken. You must be.
I have proof.
I do not believe it. In a moment I shall speak to Sienna. Will you assist me? You returned my sister to me, yet what you tell me now I find devastating. I've come to doubt that I can judge her fairly. I'd far prefer to learn you're mistaken, Geralt.
I'm not. In fact, I'd recommend you be particularly careful around her.
You exaggerate, Witcher. She is my sister.
If my presence will help in any manner, of course I'll stay.
We shall now question a person implicated in the murders, which recently ravaged our fair city of...
Okay. Sekejap lah sampai dah.
The Witcher will take part in our talk.
I'm not a prisoner, free to do as I choose.
You have committed crimes. Grave crimes. Yet you are my sister. And my heart does not allow me to treat you as a... Nor does it let me believe you sought my demise. My heart yearns to know you were swayed by the monster Detlef. Thus I have asked Geralt to advise me, as one impartial. I shall now hear what he has to say.
Bitterness consumes Sienna. She had cause to resent many of the court of Beauclair. I know her reasons, understand them even. But I can't condone the actions she chose to take.
What is he talking about, Sienna?
You know exactly what. I was forcibly exiled, remember? To your benefit. You knew well the throne would then be yours, though I was the elder. The ministers I can understand. They'd hated me since I was a child, thought me a poor prospect for the wife of a duke. I even understand our parents. I'd always sensed the problem. They simply feared me, for I dared to be free. That fabricated curse, it fell into their laps. A gift from above that brought relief. But you... Your dagger hurt most. You were my Henrietta, dammit. My darling little sister. Now do you understand, Witcher? She betrayed me.
Claim to understand them all? Why'd you come back for revenge? Have them all cut down then?
They deserved my vengeance. They detested me, all of them, as long as I can remember. But Henrietta understood me. Once. She was all I could cling to. Her betrayal hurt the most.
You were children then. You and your sister both had no control over what happened.
You're wrong, Witcher. She had control. Remember, dear sister, the day they banished me from the palace? Of course, I'd had the idea to pelt the Nilfgaardian envoy with fish bladders, which we filled with rancid suet on a lark, and which you set afire at the last to impress me, I imagine. And I admit, you did. Hit him right in his hideous bald patch. Never laughed so hard in my life. But when it came time to find the culprit, you said not a word. I took all the blame and all the punishment.
It's true. I did not stand up for you. I was too afraid.
The council was unanimous. They listed all my offenses. My flights from the palace. Supposed acts of cruelty. Inappropriate friendships. They cast me out. But you, the only one to understand me, you cowered in a corner, lifted not a finger to help. Not before, not after. You never tried to find me.
That's not true. I searched for you. Sent out knights, gathered tidings from without. You did not wish to be found. Since the day you vanished, I have lived with the knowledge that I failed you. I'm sorry, dear sister. Can you forgive me?
Yo, so happy ending. Macam Harry Potter punya castle kan?
Well, best part of the whole ceremony? It was short.
Perhaps for you, as you ducked out early. The others are probably just getting started. The drunkenness never ends in this quaint realm.
Not so fond of Toussaint after all, are we?
Oh, this place is like a strong wine, Geralt. How do you find my personal brew? Not too strong.
Just right.
Credit the local mandrake of the Alrauna diabolus variety for that. The tubers which grow in this area's volcanic soil have an altogether unique flavor profile and display a remarkably uncommon dark brown tint.
Fascinating. All I can say is this batch turned out excellent.
Indeed. It might be wise to stockpile some roast.
You decide to go root pick?
Geralt, even I'd never believe you had also forgotten that you...
Okay, fine.
If you think it's a good idea, let's go. But I think you might be forgetting one thing. Fresh mandrake root of this variety is highly toxic, even to...
Ah, not a problem. I never forget matters of...
Thanks. Right then, let's go.
This moonlight...
Okay, kita kena pakai mana mas. Okay. Mas, mandrake, mas. Tak ada pun. Dia macam bagi kita tapi tak ada. Ke ada ke bawah-bawah. Banyak sangat barang. Oh, ni dia. Sudah pakai. Ni apa?
Oh, so dreamy.
Oh,
Penny for your thoughts. Let me guess. Succubus twins?
No, I was thinking about... Oh, how anything can look interesting when properly lit.
Even an old necrophage corpse?
You've not an ounce of refinement in you, have you?
Good. Sebelum ni kita lu tak ada pun. Apa tu dia? Tak ada racun pun, hari ni je racun.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Okay.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
Regis!
Your hand against
Okay.
That was Bruxay. They called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or...
Won't let it go, will they?
They will not. Fortunately, we've another rule. An unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neat. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us mate for... Supreme bouquet.
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
Do not know yet.
Don't really know yet. Might find the life of a hard-working... Or maybe I'll just stick to the path. Go on roaming, staring up at the...
Ah, roadsides, bedrolls, and the sky above. I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about.
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Siri from Vilgefortz.
Oh, our encounter with...
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances like...
Killed him. Sure. What about you?
Distance is of the essence.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore.
Interesting point of view.
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Alright, so kita dah habis game Witcher Blood and Wine.
Love to go home.
Okay, so kita dah siap quest tu and dah habis game The Witcher Blood and Wine. Jadi kalau tengok map, kita ada quest yang memerlukan perhatian, yang ada notice board, dan quest yang mungkin ada question mark. So far tinggal 1, 2 and 4. Tak ada nak buat apa. Okay, sampai sini. Okay, so kita akan buat quest untuk episode akan datang. Walaupun dah habis, kita akan sambungan. Take care guys. Bye.